Sit any place you wish. Welcome. Hello. Hi. Sit anywhere you want. Hello. Welcome. I have that urge.
What urge?
To walk, or rather to run and not look back.
Honey, you're gonna be wonderful.
Look at them. So bright, so eager. Welcome. You can sit anywhere you wish.
Thank you.
Hello. So young.
And you are smart and sophisticated, and you're just gonna knock them dead.
Well, if I do, it'll be because I bored them to death. Who am I to think that I have any wisdom to impart to anybody?
Honey, why don't you just tell them everything you wish somebody had told you?
I wish somebody had told me to stay home. Believe me, I'm not ready for this.
Thanks again, Professor Marler.
Oh, you're welcome, Wayne, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Good.
I'll see you next week.
Absolutely. I look forward to it. Well, maybe Blake is right. Maybe teaching is exactly what I need to feel better about myself.
Professor Marler?
Yes, Miss Granger.
You remembered my name. I'm impressed.
So am I.
I just wanted to apologize for giving you such a hard time at the beginning of class.
Oh, I don't recall that, did you?
I don't know why I did it. Defense mechanism, I guess. Because if the truth be told, I'm kind of in awe of you. I read your bio. Everyone in class has. We receive it along with the course description.
Yeah, bios, there's something else, aren't they? I put your whole professional career into 35 words or less.
I know, it's a joke, isn't it? So I went online and I checked out a couple of the legal websites. Plus, of course, I already knew something about you from following the Santos case.
Oh, yeah, not one of my finer moments.
Are you kidding me? You were brilliant. The entire deck was stacked against you, and yet you prevailed.
Yes, I prevailed with help from some very unusual sources, I'd say.
Well, isn't that what being a great trial lawyer is all about? Learning how to think on your feet, adjust and adapt, and use every resource at your disposal?
Yes, that's certainly part of the job, but still...
Your strategy was so imaginative. Reserving your opening statement for midway through the trial, that was genius.
Well, I don't know about that, but apparently you followed that trial very closely.
All the students did.
Oh.
But I've also researched your other cases. And I know that you ran for the Senate, and that you also do lots of pro bono work.
Do you know my shoe size as well?
Isn't 90% of lawyering legwork?
I guess it is.
I'm sorry, I'm embarrassing you.
No, I said the enthusiasm is wonderful. It's just that I haven't had any of it lately.
I find that so hard to believe. You see, you're sort of my ideal. What you've done with your life and your career, that's what I'd like to do someday. Gotta aim high, right?
Yes. Ms. Granger, your words are very flattering. Thank you. I know that we've had only one class, but I noticed that you take things just a little more seriously than the other students. What made you decide to become a lawyer?
My husband was an attorney. He graduated top of his class.
Oh.
Was accepted into a great firm, and I thought we had a wonderful future ahead of us.
But?
It didn't work out.
You're divorced?
He died.
Oh, Miss Granger, I'm terribly... Way to go, Professor.
Hey, Teach.
Oh, hi.
So, how'd it go?
That was great. It ended up being better than great.
It was?
Yeah.
Well, you see, you were fabulous.
That's it. That's the word. That's it. I was fabulous. And all thanks to you, you beautiful little thing, you.
Oh, my, this is the Ross I know and love. Welcome home.
There's just one little thing that concerns me, though.
What?
Well, the kids looking at me as a role model, that's a lot of responsibility.
I think you're up to it. So where shall we go for dinner?
Oh, you choose, huh? Wherever your heart desires, that's what... Oh, Miss Granger.
It can wait.
No, no, please. It's all right. Come on in. I'm sorry. This is my...
Wife.
My wife. My wife, Blake. Blake, this is one of my students, Tory Granger.
It's really nice to meet you, Mrs. Marler.
The same. So tell me, how did you do? How was it the first day? No, really, honest.
It was a great first class. Honest.
It looks like you've got an A student to me.
Yeah.
I just came back to apologize for running out of here before. You see, I just haven't
No,
really...
I understand. Don't give it another thought.
Thanks.
Oh, man.
I can't believe he said that.
What?
I look highly... Excuse me, Professor.
Why?
Do you mind if I sit?
No, go ahead. Be my guest. Unless, of course, you want to sit with the young people. I'm pretty much a chaperone over here, complete with my briefcase and my lawyer clothes.
But that's what you are. A lawyer.
And how?
Are you ashamed of that?
No, Miss Granger, I'm not ashamed of being a lawyer. It's just lately I have been reevaluating what it means to me.
And teaching a class on the subject is part of that process.
I'd have to say it is, yes. Sorry. May I confess something to you?
Well, there is a lawyer present.
Well, in spite of that, I'm known as being fairly smooth and feeling fairly comfortable in a courtroom, but I felt exceedingly awkward the other day in the classroom.
When you assumed that my husband had divorced me instead of predeceased me.
That was certainly part of it, yes. Forgive me for that.
Ditto. It was a logical conclusion, really, but I made you feel awful about it, and I shouldn't have.
You're very motivated by him, aren't you? If you don't mind talking about it, how did he die?
Stu was killed by a drunk driver. And the idiot who tanked up on cheap beer and then just snuffed out a wonderful man and a brilliant legal mind, he got off scot-free. Yeah, Stu was my inspiration, not just my husband. He would have had an amazing career, and I would have had him. But now all of that is gone, so I decided to pick up where he left off.
By going into law yourself.
By being as brilliant as he would have been. That's another reason why I gave you such a hard time in class the other day. I didn't want you to waste my time.
Did I pass the audition?
Yes. Being every bit the lawyer that he would have been is the only thing that I'll settle for. And if a class can't take me where I need to go, then I go.
That's a very direct approach. But, Ms. Granger, I believe that you have blurred the line between teacher and student.
How do you mean?
Well, you are instructing me as to how to conduct this class by telling me how everyone, particularly yourself, should get something of value out of this course.
Well, I realize that our legal system is adversarial, but does that mean that the teaching of it has to be? I think we should all get something out of this and help each other. Don't you?
If you say so.
I do.
What's this big news of yours?
Well, you ready? They're making a movie out of my book. They are. My publisher is flying me to Los Angeles to meet with producers.
Oh, darling, Hearts Alone, the movie.
Isn't that
That's
great? Yeah,
fantastic.
it's the perfect next step. Ugh. Talk about perfect timing. 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't have been able to make this trip.
Why? Because Ross has been so down in the dumps?
Yeah. Not to mention our children, but now everybody's back in school, including Ross. He loves his new job as law professor at Springfield U.
Oh,
And I love what it's doing for our relationship, I gotta tell you. It's amazing the difference a little thing can make in a relationship. Ugh. Anyway, I need your help planning this trip because most of the meetings take place in Century City, and I'm not sure where to stay. What's a good hotel there, do you know? Mom, I'm looking for a good hotel.
I always like the Springfield Inn.
Okay. Well, now that we've established you have not heard a word I've said, why don't we just forget about me and focus on you? At least we'll make two of us.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm a little preoccupied.
I know. What are you thinking about?